We live in a more civilized world with democratic leaders governing countries. However, that has only sometimes been the case. In the past, dictators worldwide controlled their territories with fear. In today's video, we'll discuss some strange facts about these ruthless and often violent historical dictators. Do you know any strange facts about dictators? Let us know at the end of the video. Welcome back to Timeless History. In this video, we will be discussing the strangest facts about history dictators. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel to see more videos about shocking facts in history. Number 8. Hitler loved Charlie Chaplin. Hitler was one of the biggest dictators in the world. A man widely known for his ruthless and violent nature surprised many with his love for comedies. He was a big fan of the British comedian and silent film actor Charlie Chaplin. When Chaplin played Adolf in the iconic movie The Great Dictator, Hitler wasn't mad about it. Few journalists reported that he was flattered. Number 7. Stalin loved his privacy. The famous Russian dictator was a private man. Stalin once ordered that nobody enter his bed and chamber in pain of death. Later, he tested his guards. He pretended to scream in pain and called his guards waiting outside the door. After they entered to rescue him, Stalin had them executed because they didn't follow his instructions. Yeah, we told you they were violent. Number 6. Cold deaths. Stalin learned from Hitler but was subtle in his dealings. He created the gulags, forced labor camps to hold enemies of the state. These camps were located in remote parts of Russia and Siberia. These camps had limited supplies to help the occupants survive the brutal conditions. Stalin planned to use the cold and malnutrition to kill everyone he considered an enemy, but in a subtle way to the organized killing machine like the Germans. Number 5. Coming from heaven. Mobutu, the former president of Zaire, presently called the Democratic Republic of Congo, made a law saying that TV in the country can't mention anybody but him by name. So he commanded that all evening news starts with a scene of him descending from heaven. He chose many names for himself, including one that translates into the all-powerful warrior who wins against all his foes because of his endurance and will to win. It also translates that he destroys all his enemies with fire. Please let us know your thoughts about these facts in the comments section. Number 4. Traditional value in a new world. Late Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi loved the traditional lifestyle of his people. However, he was mortified by a drive-by shooting, so he had a bulletproof tent that would be flown ahead and dropped off for him during his political travels. He also had a group of women that were trained in weaponry. They wore makeup and high heels with hijabs. Many journalists reported they were virgins. His values showed a bizarre merger of a high-tech and old tradition. He also kept 2 camels tethered outside the bulletproof tent. In addition, Gaddafi claimed to wash his hands in deer's blood and was interested in male beauty, which climaxed in his getting plastic surgery in 1994. However, the late dictator never wore modern clothes such as suits, shirts, and trousers. He favored native attire over Western clothes. Number 3. Reverse racism. Idi Amin was a popular dictator in Africa, and his infamous rule was widely condemned. He was a brutal and violent leader who had no problem killing anyone that stood in his way. However, his brutal actions took a dramatic turn with one famous incident. In his self-proclaimed position as president for life, Idi Amin decided to prove a point to the foreign ministers of the AU countries. He selected 4 white men who were politically essential residents of Uganda and forced them to bend over and carry him around in a large, throne-like chair during the 1975 meeting. The amusement spread like fire among the predominantly black audience, and the slightly disturbing action became one of the many examples of reverse racism. The white humiliation stunt by Amin may not be as brutal as some of his other actions, but it carries a powerful message. He deciphered, because I wanted to show that we Africans used to carry Europeans, but now they are carrying us. We are now the masters. These in front are pure Englishmen. Number 2. The bizarre story of Francisco Franco. Francisco Franco was a popular name during the Spanish Civil War. In the latter part of the 1930s, the militant leader succeeded in overthrowing the democratically elected Second Republic. Although he was a brutal dictator, his government was accepted as legitimate by the American and British governments at the time. What made his administration slightly odd was how Franco achieved victory through the support of Nazi Germany and Fascist Italy. His military campaign allowed the Germans to test several of their war machines, including the infamous Messerschmitt BFF 109 fighter. However, Franco broke his agreement with Nazi Germany and refused to join them in their 1940 invasions at the beginning of World War II. Number 1. Dictator hygiene. Chairman Mao was a Chinese dictator and one of the most violent ones in the world. However, he didn't believe in dental hygiene. He refused to brush his teeth, insisting that the tea he swished around his mouth was enough to clean his teeth. The bizarre idea, but that was his logic. We are not surprised because dictators are eccentrics and often paranoid about their safety. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel and hit notifications for more updates. Are there any facts we missed? Let us know in the comments. We hope to see you in the next video where we will discuss more shocking facts during history.